5 o'clock shadow that you see on Willem from Drag Race? Not cute. Not cute for a trans girl. We gotta fix that. Hi everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria. I am a 23-year-old woman of transgender experience, and I make mostly LGBT content here on YouTube. If that's your thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so that you never miss out on a new upload. Permanent hair removal is a very important part of the transgender experience because 99.999% of us have some kind of hair, body hair or facial hair that we want and need removed. And that experience is not just unique to trans people. I mean, laser salons and electrolysis salons have been in operations for decades and decades and have been working on cis women, cis men, and actually a lot of them don't perform anything on trans bodies. So that kind of leaves us in a weird position. In the past, I have made videos about my experience with laser hair removal. I will link that right up here if you want. I have talked about at-home IPL laser using a product that I believe in. But in this video, I just want to talk to you about electrolysis as a whole, what it is, and tell you about my salon experiences. But before I jump into this week's video, if you are new here, if this is your first time seeing my face, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, you might as well hit that subscribe button down below so that you can join the family and never miss out on a new upload because we have so much fun here. And without further ado, let's jump on into this week's video. There are a lot of resources out there talking about electrolysis and what it is, but in my experience, I feel like they're all written by people that either haven't had it done on themselves, don't really know what it is, or they don't know how to explain things outside of medical terms, and it's kind of hard to understand. Or they'll just show a treatment on one specific area. Now, luckily, I have extensive experience in permanent hair removal. As I have said many, many times, I have had countless sessions of electrolysis on my face, on my tummy, on my bikini area, everywhere. So I have a lot to share with you guys. And that's why I'm coming on here to shed some light on what electrolysis is and kind of demystify this very common, in my experience, very effective form of permanent hair removal. So right off the bat, what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is a form of permanent hair removal that works on hair anywhere on the body and is performed all over the world in salons. It was invented in 1875 by Dr. Charles Mitchell. This method of hair removal involves the esthetician putting a very small needle right alongside the hair shaft, smaller than the actual hair follicle, and it goes right into the hair follicle alongside the hair, and a small electrical current actually zaps it and it kills the hair follicle, therefore stopping any further hair production. It actually kills off all of the growth cells, and after that's done, the esthetician will just with tweezers gently pull the hair out. It shouldn't have any tug. It should be able to just pull it right out. And unlike laser hair removal, this is a hair by hair process, whereas laser treats an area of skin and hair. This is one by one. It is an individualized treatment. Okay, so that's how it works, but how much does it cost? In my experience, on average, I paid about $1 or $2 a minute, depending on the salon, and I would book really as long as I could stand until I just kind of had to get up and throw the towel in, but I would try to do between like 30 and 60 minutes. So a lot of the times I would spend about $45 to $80, depending on how long I was there. Most people who follow the recommended treatment plan are done within 18 months. I would say within 2 years, just to be safe, to get all of the extra little hairs that you might have missed. And you know, it is kind of a costly procedure and it definitely takes some time and it's very painful, but it is so effective. And in the long run, you're not buying like shaving products, you're not buying waxing products, you're not buying an epilator, you know, it's an investment. And more than just the money, like the hairs are gone. Like once it's treated, like bye, it's gone. And that, in my opinion, is the coolest thing because now I don't have to worry about constantly shaving or constantly waxing. It's less so about the money for me, more so like the mental calm that I got after having this done. Most of the electrolysis that I have had done is on my face. I found my salon while I was looking for someone to perform my electrolysis before bottom surgery, and I was calling around to different salons and getting turned down because they didn't want to perform anything on a preoperative trans woman, which sucked, I understand, but definitely made me feel kind of bad. And that is when I met my saving grace, Paula. Paula, if you're watching, amazing, love you. She works on all the dolls around here. She's just like the sweetest woman. Anyway, I had had several sessions of laser years previously on my face, and I got a lot of it. It got kind of the bulk, but I transitioned very young and the hairs in my face were not that dark. So I had a lot of like blonde hairs, some red because I was born with red hair until it faded to brown. And those hairs are a lot harder for a laser to treat. So I went to her to kind of clean up all the rest, and baby, she did. The downside of being several years into transition and getting electrolysis is that with laser, you have to shave the area before and then, you know, they treat it. With electrolysis, you have to let the hair grow out a little so that the person can see it and go into the follicle, pull it out, all that. So letting it grow out for a couple days can be really tough mentally, but it's worth it. It is a means to an end. Trust me, if I could do it, you can too. But if you are early in your transition, I recommend starting as soon as possible. So you guys know I've talked about at-home laser, but what about at-home electrolysis? Have I tried it? Have I used it? Does it work? I personally have never tried an at-home electrolysis device. I mean, I would, I'm totally open to it. It sounds cool, but it's a very intricate and delicate process. If you're not properly trained, it either won't be effective or you can actually hurt yourself. So as of now, I have not found an at-home electrolysis kit that I believe in enough to say that it's worth getting over salon. So if one comes up, it comes up, but as of now, just go to a salon. So what are some alternatives for electrolysis? Obviously, you've heard me talk about this many, many times, but laser hair removal is a great option. It's not for everybody, but it worked great for me. Now, laser works by treating a larger section of hair. It detects the melanin in the hairs, and with a laser, a flash of light, it slowly reduces the hair growth over time. Now, this doesn't work on lighter hairs. It doesn't work on thinner hairs, and it doesn't work for everybody. Also, it usually doesn't treat every single individual hair, so most often a combination of laser hair removal and electrolysis is recommended. That's what I did. Both laser and electrolysis can be very pricey in salon, so if you're looking to get started on a budget at home, obviously you guys know I've talked about it so many times because I love it. The Catch Beauty at Home IPL laser hair removal system works great. If you just want to start your laser hair removal journey at home, they have a few different models. I've used all of them. I personally use the V4.1 as of now. I feel like it's still a little bit stronger. All of them are amazing. If you are looking to have permanent hair removal, spend the money on an at-home solution and then go to a salon for electrolysis to clean up later. Side effects of electrolysis. There are a few. So the first one that comes to mind, obviously, is it hurts. I'm sorry, it's gonna hurt, especially the longer you're there. I found that like when I first started the sessions, I would go for like a full hour, sometimes even an hour and a half. I would just really try to tough it out. I'd bring a stress ball. I actually broke my sandals once because I was like curling my toes so much because it hurt, and I broke it. So it definitely hurts. It's not easy, but it's totally worth it. As time went on, I started booking sessions for like an hour and then like 45 minutes and then like 30 minutes because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. But it does work and it is totally worth it. The pain is the largest side effect, and because of the pain, you will look a little bit beat up wherever you got it done on your body or your face for, I would say, really just the rest of the day. If you are someone who scabs really easily, or if you are someone that, I personally run hot, like I am a pretty warm person and I sweat a lot, so I have a lot of moisture. So when she would go in, I would bleed a little more easily. Sometimes you can bruise just a teeny bit, but it's never really noticeable. After my first session, I kind of looked like I had like road rash a little on my chin. It was not cute, but the next day and the next day after that, it was totally fine. There's very little risk of any complication when this is performed by a professional, and for 24 hours after getting it done, it is recommended that you stay out of the sun, avoid tanning beds, avoid putting heavy makeup on, and also avoid any activity that makes you sweat excessively. So stay home from the gym. I'm telling you, this is a good excuse. Stay home from the gym. Disadvantages of electrolysis include, one, obviously the pain, like I just said. It's not very comfortable, but it's a means to an end. Two, the cost. It's not exactly a cheap procedure. $1 a minute really adds up when you're doing it for 2 years, but it's, like I said, an investment. And three, the duration of growing the hair out, if it's on your face, can be really rough mentally. I had to like take a day or two out of work so that no one would see my face. Actually, nowadays you could probably just wear a mask. So it's not even that big of a deal. Just wear a mask. Now, advantages of electrolysis include, one, it works on any hair type. If you have dark skin and light hair, if you have, you know, a blonde hair or red hair, thin hair, gray hair, whatever, it's going to work. Another advantage is that once it's treated, the hair's gone. It's permanent hair removal. Laser hair removal offers permanent hair reduction, and electrolysis offers permanent hair removal. And one of the best advantages of electrolysis to me is that you can focus specifically on one area. If you are a trans girl, then you know that getting surgery requires you to have some level of permanent hair removal, and it's not a full Brazilian. You might want that done. I had laser to get it all done, but you need certain areas to be cleared up. Maybe you have like just a little bit on your upper lip or something. You don't want to book a full session. You can book like 5-10 minutes if you really want, and that's it. So do some research, figure out what's best for you. Like I said, I personally recommend getting laser hair removal done first and then electrolysis. If you are interested in trying the at-home laser hair removal device, I will link it right down below. As always, please go check it out. I love it. You'll love it. All right, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it helps shed some light on permanent hair removal, what electrolysis is, and what the best option for you is. Everyone's gonna be different. Everyone's experience is gonna be different. Every salon is different. But overall, I feel like electrolysis is a pretty necessary step in every trans girl's life. Thank you all so much for watching this video until the end. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps out my channel so much. And if you are not already a part of the family, what are you doing? Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I make a new video. About every Wednesday, usually an extra one about once a month. I've been slacking. Also, if you want to see more of me and more of my face, I will link all of my social media in the description box down below. I am a lot more active on there. There's a lot of interactive content, a lot of lives, a lot of Q&As and polls and things like that. So make sure you follow me there. You are all amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you next Wednesday, good luck. I love you. Bye.